President D'Souza, AADR President Ryan, CADR President Flood, honoured guests, members, and my friends from across the world. I am both honoured and deeply moved that members voted me their Vice President 2 years ago and that I will become your President at the conclusion of this General Session. Especially as I've been entrusted with the distinct privilege of serving as your President during the IADR's centennial year. Thank you. With the support of my colleagues on what is a diverse and dynamic board, our outstandingly talented CEO, Mr. Christopher Fox, and his excellent team at Global Headquarters, I will do my utmost to serve you well. It's 20 years since we had a general session here in Vancouver, and it's a reflective moment for me to be standing here as your President-elect because it was actually 20 years ago at the 77th general session that I became the President-elect of the Nutrition Research Group. And so it was here in Vancouver that my leadership journey with the IADR began. Taking a voluntary leadership role with the world's premier oral health research organisation brings with it the responsibility of leading the organisation in the right strategic direction for the future of the organisation. And as we enter our second 100-year chapter, I think it's a natural time to reflect on what we do and what IADR stands for. But before I do, I would like to thank all of you who have likewise taken the responsibility of leadership in this organisation. Without you, IADR simply would not function. So what does IADR stand for? One of my first tasks on joining the board was to lead a task force to determine if the mission statement remained fit for purpose as we enter into our second century. And the task force determined that much of the mission rang true, but there was a need for revision to reflect the organisation's current thinking, broader remit, and also that it needed to be more succinct so that each of us could remember and recall it. 155 words is simply too long. Following the task force review, we got further feedback on the mission and vision of the organisation through an interactive session with the IADR Council in London and through focus groups with members, past and present leadership, and also representation from the scientific groups and networks. And based on this wide-ranging feedback, revised mission and vision statements were drafted and further reviewed by the board. And during its strategic discussions, the board also drafted value statements, and I'm delighted to say that these statements were approved by the IADR Council yesterday. I would like to take this opportunity to thank the task force shown here on this slide, and indeed everyone that contributed to the review process. Our mission describes the now. What we do and who benefits. Its purpose is to distinctly describe the reason why IADR exists. Our revised mission statement says that we drive dental, oral, and craniofacial research for health and well-being worldwide. It recognises that dental, oral, and craniofacial health are an integral part of overall health and well-being. Our vision statement describes the future we're working towards, oral health for the world through discovery and dissemination. It's the inspirational long-term desired change resulting from the work of each and every IADR member, and it's what we aspire to achieve through working together and meeting together as we are here in Vancouver and throughout our divisions and sections. Our core values, excellence, responsibility, community, help us achieve our vision. Our values are not meant to be so much about the work we do or the strategies to accomplish our mission, but they are the unseen principles that underpin our behaviour as an organisation. Our values define the critical ethical standards by which we abide no matter what. First, scientific excellence. IADR values scientific rigor, innovation and ethics across and between disciplines and from discovery through the entire translational journey. Second, we value social responsibility and the pursuit of science to improve health and well-being. We value equality for all people and equity in health, and we proactively take actions and positions to improve health. And last, but certainly not least, we value scientific community, diversity and inclusivity in the scientific workforce. We value work-life balance and educational and mentoring to develop the next generation of scientists. Our mission, vision and value statements are not something for us to define and file away. They're not something merely to be put on the IADR website for the benefit of external parties. They're our guiding star. Our mission, vision and value statements will be embedded into every aspect of how IADR works and in making decisions and deciding on priorities and future initiatives. They will become embedded into my actions and strategic decisions as your president over the forthcoming year. And I hope that they will continue to help us build a positive culture in which research can flourish for the next 100 years. So over the next few days, as you present your research, network with colleagues, and build new collaborations and friendships, I hope that each and every one of you will reflect on what IADR stands for. And I hope that you will hold these values close to your heart and that they'll give you a sense of belonging, because this is a wonderful organisation to belong to. I thank you once more for entrusting me to lead your organisation into the next chapter, and I wish you an enjoyable, healthy and productive meeting. Thank you.